previews of our new products. So my exciting products are, I have my stamps as usual. I only ever do 6 stamps, 4 stencils. I like the fact that people think they can get them all, so I never come out with a massive range. These stamps are based on collages in my ledger journal. So we have the figures here. This is Endeavour. We have Escape, which is this one, and then we have them all as small. Same. We have my usual very sweet sentiments. What have we got this time? Laugh till you leak. It just makes it funnier. This is my favourite. Dinner is poured. That's what we need on a night. And then we have the legs. Okay, I suddenly decided I didn't have enough legs in the collection, so I wanted to do more. So we have large and small. So they're all mix and match, and they are, as always with my stuff, they match all my other stamps. They match everything that I've gone before. I have 4 new stencils in large and small. I have the keyholes, I have the squares, I have the skulls, and then I have another one of the ones that we take apart. So they come like this, and then I just split them, and you get the outside and you get the inside. Okay. I've been working like mad. I haven't had a minute off, so I'm behind with videos, but when I leave here I'm actually at home in my own bed for 2 weeks. So I am videoing, so I'll be doing loads and loads of videos on, because I haven't done any for 6 months, so how to use all this stuff and all the stuff that's just been coming. So there'll be loads and loads of those videos. The other nice exciting thing is I've got my book. Really excited about this because it's just so bright, it's just so me. So distinctly delusional, and it's again, this was all hand done. This was done as if it was a journal page, so it's very bright, it's packed with information. But the exciting thing about it is it's a technique book, and each technique is separate. So this is ghosting. Here's what I will talk about ghosting, why I do ghosting, the way to do it, the supplies used, and a full page of what it looks like. Because to me that's really important, that they can see that's what it's supposed to look like. And then 8 step-by-steps of how to do it. And Tim took all these photographs. Bless him. Yes, because they said, we want you to do in the book. I said, I'm not doing one. I said, you have to help. And he said, well, if I photograph it, will you do it? So I said, yes, thinking he wouldn't, and you did. So we made another book. So he did. Superman over there did all the photographs. But it's nice because then it goes on the next step. It's all ink, except there's a bit of paint at the back, because this was done before the ink, before the paint came out. Okay. So that's the book, which I'm really pleased about. But the big thing is the Delusions Paints. Okay, some of you may know, some of you may not know, but Delusions was mine before I came over to Ranger. I had a big range of it in England, and I had paints. I had inks, I had paints, I had powders, but when we decided to launch it with Ranger, you can't come in with a big range, so we started with 12 inks, and I've just been because this is the core, so I've been concentrating on the core product with the inks for 3 years, knowing that the paints would come back in. So to a lot of people this is a new thing for Delusions, but to me it's not. It's something that I've used all the time. I know a lot of people are thinking, well, oh, he's got paint, she's got paint, they've given her paint. It's not like that. I've got my paint back, do you see what I mean? And it's in a very similar consistency to value to what it was before, but they've actually made it better. I'm really surprised. It comes in these great big jars because I'm very hands-on, so it comes, you see all the colour. And what's so nice about it, why would you buy my paint rather than buy somebody else's paint? Because mine is gorgeous. It's true. Just look at the stand, can you see? In your stores, that is just people are just coming and touching it. Women, we're terrible. We're like kids in a candy store. We touch. But really, what I wanted it clear, because people say to me, you see that pink? What colour pink is it? Well, it's pink. So, so now they can tell. It is the first 12 colours of my inks, so they match my inks. Apart from Pure Sunshine is not in there, because I wanted white in this release, so I took Pure Sunshine out. So there's 10 colours and then there's black and white, okay, of the paint in there. The difference between my paint and everybody else's paint is mine is made especially for me to work with my journals. I'm a journaler, So I work in journals. I work very, very quickly. I'm very impatient. I have ADHD, so I'm flipping from one thing to the other. I don't want paint to dry. I don't want my book to stick together. I want my inks to be able to work on top. So this paint is made especially. Tim's Distress Paint, which is beautiful, it acts as a resist to my inks, so you can't use them. Okay, Dina's paint is beautiful. It's soft and thick. Too thick for Matt, it takes too long to dry for me, and I can't spread it enough. Okay, so you can see that we all have our own requirements and the different things. So that's what your customers, you know, if you've got journalers or customers, they will be skipping and dancing if they want this type of paint. Okay, it's not just for journals. We do it on the, you know, on the oh, I forgot to tell you about the paper. The mixed media paper. This is my paper. You won't find it under the Dylusions line because we wanted to show people. Some people are a bit frightened of Dylusions. They think it's messy and they're like, oh, I don't really want to go near there. So we wanted to show that this is good for everybody. It's not just good for Dylusions. It's actually the paper that is in the Dylusions journal. The paper that everybody wants, the paper that everybody loves. This is it. It's called Mixed Media Cardstock, and it's available in packs of 10. Okay, and that's what I'm going to demo on. So even if you haven't got people who do journaling, they can. It's very, very smooth. You can pass the sheet around.
And it's just in this one size?
Just in this one size at the moment, yeah. So, but anybody can use it. They can cut it up for cards, they can do tags, they can do... I'm hoping to get tags in it as well. Why is it so special? It's only really special for Dylusions. I used to use manila, and I loved manila, and I did my techniques and it was fine. Then I got my journal, got this paper, and when you go back to use manila after using this, it's like, oh, it's just not got the, because this releases the ink. It's got special properties in it, so when you do all my ghosting things, it releases the ink out. So if your customers are already using manila, the only benefit to using this is the colour, because it's that lovely off-white. But any Dylusions customers, this is the one that we've all been waiting for. Okay, so that's why I'm skipping and dancing and everybody else is like, yeah, it's the media cardstock. I'm like, no, it is the media cardstock. So lots of techniques of doing the paint. I can only show you so much in this short time. So